You don't have a haste thing, but that's all right. Castle Embrith. Goblin Matron. Yutaro Nishi is a little slow out of the gate here.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not going to be good enough.
Gonna get a Gem Palm Incinerator. Cycle the Incinerator. I have to imagine kill the Krinko. Yes. So that's gone. All right, let's run it back. Who's with me?
You just want to land Tower Muxus and Muxus again?
Yeah, let's just go. I mean, I think I would have kept the. Well, I don't know if you keep the one that's already out there, but what? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I mean, it's not good. I've seen better.
That's a tough hang. That's a tough hang.
And now, Zan is potentially just rinsed here by a Muxus on the way back.
And so this is the results-oriented set saying, this is why I don't play goblins. Because that could happen. Now, whenever I play against goblins, my opponents hit perfects. But when I do it, I never hit.
Yeah, it's this interesting phenomenon where you win 70% of your matches and also get unlucky constantly.
Right? Isn't it crazy?
It's like, how's that possible? And yet here we are.
Here we are. And I'm still been doing this for 20 years. It's unbelievable.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's
literally a mathematical anomaly.
Yeah.
But it's happening to me constantly.
I live it every day.
Right.
Here's a wily goblin. Actually, it looks like it's going to be a chieftain. All right, so in a spot like this, generally, I have found that it is Krenko that now wins the game for one of these players.
Yeah, once you have a haste goblin, one shot with Krenko is going to be usually be too much.
Yeah.
It's just attacking and blocking on the other side becomes impossible.
I agree. It looks like Patrick, by the way, got some pretty big Giants fans in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, good.
D-Jack Attack says, Giants will knock Brady out of the playoffs as history has told us. How sweet would that be?
No one wants to come up to East Rutherford for a playoff game, I'll tell you that.
There you go.
No
the Buccaneers come in, get Danny Dimes right out of the playoffs. That would be just the cherry on top of a lovely season.
Yep. Dimes and then 10 practice squad level players surrounding him on offense. Jabril's Peppers and 10 practice squad level defenders surrounding him. How do you lose?
Well, there's a Muxus.
Mm-hmm.
No Krenko there. How do you lose is a fun question. They'll find a way.
How do you lose?
Yeah. Oh, there's Krenko. Okay. Well, winning should be a little easier from now. I don't know if it's exactly game over yet, but it looks like it might be close. There's a chieftain. There's a ringleader in hand right now for Yutaro. So,
yeah, it behooves Yutaro to hang tight for a turn, if necessary, because of just the delta in life totals. But if Zan doesn't follow up with something dramatic, then next turn he's not going to be able to hold on. Krenko activates for 1 million.
Yeah, so I'm looking right now on if there's a way to lethal this turn. And it looks like if Muxus just attacks, because Muxus is the thing that's being blocked, right? Because it deals the most damage. So
yes,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you can deal 16. Yeah, Wily Goblin. Well, I guess if it's not lethal, you don't have to block. You can just take it. Yeah. Okay. 7 to 4. So 4 to 5 now. Shatter Skull smashing the draw. That's not great. And Mountain on top. So I think Zan is dead now. Pretty sure Zan's dead. Pretty sure.
Was that you and you just modified your voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Sounded very different.
I know. Dude, I'm just having a blast here. I'm at home. Mm-hmm. All bets are off when I'm at home. Shatter Skull smashing for 2. Chieftain, Prospector, dead. Beatdowns. Okay, it's weird. We're playing. Okay. We're actually. Oh no. Zan giving himself the best opportunity to die. Never mind.
It was a fine shot, and you saw that Zan sort of understood the terms in the last turn where he said no blocks. The only shot that he has to win that game is to throw some wild haymaker on the way back. So he's just got to keep his battlefield intact as much as possible, and some of there's just not enough. But it was close, just a little short.
Gotcha. All right. Well, these players can do some sideboarding here. Zan's sideboard, he's got Chandra, Trashmaster, Incinerators, Abrades, and Herald's Horn. Do you know Herald's Horn?
Do not.
I got you.
Oh, I'm guessing it's some sort of anthem that triggers off of attacking, but I don't know. Just based on name and the fact that it's in the Goblin deck.
Commander 2017 drop. Okay. Three mana artifact. As Herald's Horn enters the battlefield, choose a creature type.
Goblin.
Nice.
I saw it. Goblin.
Good. You're already onto it. Creature spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less.
Yeah.
At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it in your hand.
So
powerful.
Makes mana and draws a card?
Yeah, powerful. They've never made anything like that before. Make mana, draw a card.
Okay, cool.
No time like the present.
That makes sense. It's just another, like a Chandra, just a different dimension, different card type for games that are going to go on for a long time.
There you go. All right. Game 2. Prospector. Snoop Gobby Gob here for Zan. That is a Sulphur Falls alongside that's an APOC mountain, right? APAC mountain?
Yes, that's an APAC mountain.
Into the Chieftain. I think I had some APAC lands when I was growing up.
Do you identify Zan's mountains?
This is not right. I'm gonna say Battle for Zendikar.
I believe those are Onslaught.
Really?
I think so.
No, they're full art. I guess all the lands are full art.
You can stretch out. You can stretch out.
Yeah. Okay. I like to. Can we delete that comment from the tape?
Yeah, it's like I mean, I'm no technological savant or whatever, but I think you can just stretch the art piece out.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I feel stupid. Okay, just let it go. I feel like an idiot already. Got an active Krenko here. Looks like for Yutaro. Here's a Goblin that's wily. Cycle. Looking to kill Krenko. Krenko's going to activate. Krenko's going to take 6. Counts goblins on all sides. There's a red cat melee on the war chief. That's dead too. Here's Wily Goblin. Make a token. Pass the turn back. Here's a matron. And yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good choice. Shatter Skull Smashing is going to be a land. We're going to head back over to Taro now. Be a good time for Phyrexian Tower in the Muxus if I was Taro. But we'll see. Chandra instead. Nothing really to kill, so just going to plus for reds, play a Chieftain, pass the turn back. Mountain the draw there for Zan. And, okay. Let's see how this goes.
I like this play here.
Okay, so we saw Snoop activate as a Krenko, hit a couple Krenkos, keep a Krenko, and just pass the turn back. So not bad. Reveal the top card, Chandra plus War Chief. Oh boy. Well. Okay, Red Cat Melee's timely. It's a pretty big deal actually to kill that Krenko. Otherwise things would have gotten out of hand.
Yeah, the spot's still pretty rough here, but you need to at least start there.
That's a Chain Whirler. Put 1 damage on all these goblins, which means that the 1/1 goblins are actually going to be pretty darn good at attacking. Here's Shatter Skull Smashing. Goodbye, War Chiefs.
I mean, this is just everything, right?
Yep. Squad you. Not sure if that's lethal, but it is. So we're going to game 3 of the Goblins Mirror. What a beating that is.
Yeah, that was over quickly and forcefully.
Alrighty. Game number 3 between Zan Syed. the captain of Team Lotus Box. Hope they're doing well. Haven't seen you awesome folks since March, unfortunately. Against Yutaro Nishi, who will be on the play with the Is It Goblins build versus the Mono Red Goblins build. We're going to update those naming conventions as well. Not just say Goblins, because they do differ. That is my polite way of saying change the deck names. We have a sec. Hey! Dan the man. I am still going to question this blue splash, though.
So what are the dual lands you get? You get steam vents, I assume.
Yep, Sulfur Falls. And then you get the Is It pathway.
Okay, that's a reasonable assortment.
I mean, pretty free.
Well, the pathway is, in a deck that's this sensitive on red mana symbols, it's like not the most free, but again, it doesn't hurt you to draw one, right? I mean, maybe you have to choose between your red spells and your negate at some point, but it's not going to be inherently problematic.
Yutaro's Is It Dan the Man, just so you know. That's my talkback voice. Snoop. Red Cap. Wily Goblin. All right, well, there's a pathway for blue now. Okay. It's not just, well, yeah, that makes sense because there's a disdainful stroke in hand. I guess, is the best way to try to get an edge, and I guess not so much in the Goblin's Mirror, but I guess I'll just ask the question. Excuse me. If you want stroke in the mirror just for Muxus, which apparently the answer is yes here for Yutaro. I guess it also counters Krenko.
Yeah, there's some hits.
Assuming you can afford to just leave the mana open. Incinerator not going to get the job done there. And the Chain Whirler will finish that off. Okay.
Still, Yutaro there with a pretty good setup.
Yeah.
Zan had just enough to play back.
Ringleader. I mean,
seems wild to me to not stroke this when your opponent's so far away from casting Muxus.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Like, it has to be like Phyrexian Tower, right?
Okay, it's a Gus. It's not stroke. I thought it was stroke as well, but I'd still want to counter it.
Yeah.
Even if it's just delaying the inevitable, I'd still want to. Well, there's Muxus. Here's Snoop. Chandra's defeating Muxus in hand. All right, let's see who can resolve Muxus first. Wily Goblin versus Snoop and Chain Whirler. Not a great fight there for the Wily Goblin. Here is Matron. I guess this could just go get Prospector, but I kind of like the idea of just getting a Incinerator, and let's just play a longer game because I'm advantaged here.
Once your opponent's shown a counterspell, I don't think it's wise to put all of your eggs into the basket of trying to get Muxus on the battlefield, especially when you're already so far ahead. Just set yourself up to play a good value game, attrition your opponent out, and if you happen to get to Muxus, great, but it's not necessary.
Chandra's defeat. Here is Ringleader. All right, well, Yutaro's going to have to peel Muxus to be able to get back in this one because facing lethal next turn. Well, there's Red Cap melee. Let's slow it down a little bit. Down to 6. Big draw. Come on. Okay. You get to do it next turn. Oh, okay. Matron for Muxus. Okay, so a couple chump blockers. Oh, baby. Here we go. Blocks. Yep. Just one. Okay. Go to 5. Wily Goblin. Incinerator at the ready. Spin the wheel! How'd we do? Good enough.
Is there a Haste Goblin to pair?
No Haste Goblin right now, but a backup Muxus in hand. And you've cluttered the battlefield enough that you're going to be able to get to do this Muxus the following turn. The problem is that Zan has a Muxus of his own. So, going to kill Krenko with this Incinerator. Draw a card. Play land. Use everything but Castle Embereth to cast Muxus. How'd we do? Krenko and Skirk Prospector, not as good as Yutaro did. And you're no Haste Goblins on either side of the battlefield.
But if Yutaro doesn't find an answer to the Krenko, none of this matters all that much. Zan's going to be pretty far ahead.
Mm-hmm. Muxus is going to come in, not deploying the other Muxus just yet. So played a Snoop and played a Prospector. Did not deploy other Muxus. Interesting. Okay, so now we will. Let's see how this goes. Just a Prospector. Oh my gosh. Oh, as good as Muxus can be, it can be quite bad sometimes too. So now Wily Goblin's going to be played from Snoop. And now we can activate Krenko because the top card of the deck was Snoop. So that's 7 Goblins. So that was actually pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a big comeback there.
But no. Oh, now we get to play Krenko too. Continue. Sorry.
I was going to say, in spite of kind of whiffing there in the Muxus, still enough resources to work with to at least muck up the battlefield here a little bit. We might get to a spot here where there are dueling Krenkos here, which makes proceeding forward a little bit challenging.
Well, with the Snoop and everything that was able to do that turn, this game, I think, is all Yutaro Nishi now because he was able to activate Krenko, then cast the Krenko from the goblins that were made off the top of the deck. Card after that was Goblin Chieftain, which means that all of the creatures on Yutaro's side have haste, which means the newly freshly squeezed Krenko is going to be able to go active as well now, too. And I am having some difficulty figuring out how Zan can win this game unless there's just no activation of Krenko right now, which, yeah, didn't miss that one. So that's 10 more goblins. Yeah, Chieftain and Krenko are going to bite the dust, but that's a lot of goblins to have to work around. And with a decent number of blockers, I suppose we still do play on, but I have to imagine advantage Yutaro Nishi right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Castle Embrith on top. Continue.
Well, there's just you can't attack Zan down for lethal over the course of 2 turns. You need to do it kind of in one shot here because the blocking is going to be too profitable for Zan if he gets to survive.
Well, here come the Knuckleheads. And remember, there is a Castle Embrith among Yutaro Nishi's lands. So while they aren't 2/2s right off the jump, like they would be with Goblin Chieftain, Castle Embrith is going to make it so that we're going to get a lot of trades in Yutaro's favor, and enough damage is going to come through that he is going to win the game and match. So is it Goblins? Well, those blue cards didn't show up a ton.